Hello, so here's a quick overview just to kind of get things started for using WordPress. I've uploaded a basic theme. It's actually a child theme that goes with a parent theme, which doesn't mean a whole lot without having any background in websites and things, but the Genesis theme, which is the parent theme, is a very well-known, well-respected theme that has a lot of different capabilities, and then the child theme is just kind of the customizations that go with it, and a way that even as the main theme gets updated, it won't affect your website because there's a child theme attached. So that's the simplest way I can think of to describe it. Not anything you really need to worry about, but I just kind of wanted to let you know that that's what's in place. So this is very much an out-of-the-box website here. And to get into the back end to do things, and that's what I'm going to give you a tour of, you'll just go up to your website and you'll attach a /WP admin. It comes up automatically. And this will take you normally, if you are logged out, to a login page. And I will send you your credentials set up that you'll log in with. But it's now all already logged in, and this is what you'll see once you enter your credentials and log in. So as you can see, move this over a little, on the left-hand side we have your dashboard, and I'm just going to cover a few basic things here that you'll want to know about. To do a post, anytime you want to do a post, you would do it here. You can see posts, you can add new, and you can create categories and tags for those posts and assign them, and that's where you can monitor, create, delete, whatever there under posts. Now a post is like a blog post that just is kind of this daily thing that would all stay in one place. And then you also have pages. Pages are a little more permanent. A page is something that you would want to set up if you've got like a link to a store or something like that that you want to set up a certain way, and that a landing page, people will talk about a landing page where they'll click to something and there'll just be a page with things to do, a call to action of some sort, a button to push, information to enter. So a page is more permanent and it doesn't go in the normal flow of your blog. Those are the posts. But a lot of times you can create a page and then link to it in your menu, and we'll talk about that in a few minutes. So I just kind of wanted to mention the difference between a page and a post. One example to make it maybe a little bit simpler to understand is if you were going to do something about who you are and something more in depth about your message and your mission for your blog and your website, you would create a page, and it would be, you might call it about or about me, and that would be a page, and then you would link that at the top, so when someone came to your website they would click about and they would go and they would read and see this page that might have pictures and all of that on it. Where a post might be, you know, the top 10 reasons to have a blog, as an example, and then, you know, it would be written about that, and it would and again, you can have those linked as well, but it's more of just like an article that you're writing, where an about page is something that's going to be a lot more permanent. So hopefully that helps explain the two of those. Now the next section I want to show you is under appearance, and this one is really, really important. You won't need to worry about themes, but customize is where you can kind of customize your blog, and it really is to a point where WordPress is so user-friendly that I would much rather teach you how to use these tools. That way you don't have to hire someone in the future for basic customizations and changes. You're able to do it on your own. So just to kind of walk through a few of these, site identity, I put in here Winterton Wellness. If you have a tagline, you can enter that and it will show up here. As you can see, it shows up right under your title there. So we'll leave it blank for now, but anything that you want to write in, you can add that. Now the site icon, this is for up at the top on your bar where it will say Winterton Wellness when someone has it open. If you want to customize and have a little, so let me see if I can bring this down. So right now it just looks like a little page, but to get these, like Facebook has the little F, to get that a little more customized, you can load it up here, and it just needs to be 512 by 512 pixels, which Canva is a great program to use. It's free for anything, and you may already be using it for anything graphic wise. But you would just click select image, you would upload it, and then it would pull it in. And I'm just going to X out. But that's where you get those things. So this kind of defines what goes up at the top and a little bit right here. This picture won't show up anywhere on your website. It will only be up on that little tab. Okay, now header image. This is where you can upload your logo. And just to give you an idea, and I'll delete this later, just to see if I have my logo somewhere quick and easy on here. If I can find it real quick, I just have a bunch of stuff on here. So this is a friend's logo. I'm just going to use it as an example and then take it off. But you would upload it and select and crop. And this is a little bigger than what it would need to be. So, you know, I would adjust this on like Canva to get it to be just the right size. But just to give you an idea of where it will show up, it can show up right here in place of your name and the little sentence there. So, yeah, just to, now I'm going to take that out. That's where you can upload your logo, and we'll go out of here. We won't publish it, so it won't make it permanent, but background image, this little textured thing on the background, that comes with it. You can remove it, you can change it. If you remove it, it can just be color there. And then that brings us, oh, and I skipped colors up here. So colors, your background color right now is that. You can make it whatever. And then these are for your links, so you can see right here, and any accent colors, including this one here. So you can turn this to white if you don't want any color there, and especially if you're going to have your logo here and you just want the logo to show up. So let me show you what that looks like. There. So just to kind of give you a little idea on that. Let's see. So that's kind of the beginning part, how to get a more custom look. And again, if you want to change this to the same color that this is, it will make it a lot cleaner, but it can be nice to have a texture too. So it's totally just up to how you want it to look. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add menus. So we're going to create a new menu, and you can call this top menu, and we're going to put it, I'll show you the different locations. So if we do before header, and then we're going to click next, and then we're going to add items. So I'm just going to add some. I'll go more in depth, but basically you can put a link here. So let's say that you put your link to Facebook, and then you call it Facebook. And the link would be here. Click add to menu. Oh, I guess it's wanting a link. So let me get a link there. Put that in and add to menu. And it puts it up here at the top. So if you want to go back and you want to be after header menu, this will go down here. So those are the two options. And as you add more things to it, there you go. you can decide where you want it to be. If you want it to be at the very top, you can also have multiple menus. So you could have a couple of things up here and then have your main menu. Totally up to you. But this is where you could do, and there's other places as well, but that's what the menu on here is. Widgets will come back to theme settings, kind of simple stuff here, not a lot you really need to worry about right now. So I wouldn't worry about any of these. These would be more if you had somebody doing some custom work for you, they would probably use this in here. So now we're going to X out of this. I'm not going to save any of the changes. And we're going to come back to appearance. Now you can also get to menus this way from this menu thing, and it looks a little different. We didn't save our menu, so you can create new menu. And then, like I mentioned before, you can have multiple menus, and you can decide what to turn on when you want to turn it on. And you can use posts. So if you have a certain post you've written that you want to link to it, you can do that. Custom links, categories, and then pages. So if you do about, if you create an about page, it's going to show up here, and then you can add it to your menu. And then, oh, whoops, we're going to come back out of here. Those are kind of the main. Now, widgets. I'm going to talk just a quick moment about widgets. So these are the kind of the framework of your blog. You have the primary sidebar, which is the section on the side. I'm going to open this up so I can point to it. There we go. These are your primary widgets. So when you come back here and you click on this arrow, you'll notice it has a search section. It has recent posts, recent comments, archives, categories, and meta. And these are just kind of standard ones, and that's what all of these are right here. So if you want to change those out, you can. There are different things you can do here. You can put a video in, a gallery for images. If you want like Pinterest, you can do a plugin for Pinterest. Some of these might be a little to tackle off the bat, so just take it kind of slow and decide how you want your sidebar to look, and you can kind of build it from there. Now that's your primary sidebar. Your secondary sidebar is if you're using a 3-column site, which right now yours is set up as a 2-column, but you can switch it to a 3-column and use a separate sidebar that would be on the right-hand side. Now, home top. This is the top section of the home page. So, to give you an idea what that is, we are going to add, what would be a good thing to add? Let's just add a search bar. And we'll just say search here and save. Now when we click over and we refresh, it shows up right here. So that box, anything you add here, like if you add text and you add a picture or whatever, it's going to show up in this space before you have your actual blog. So that's what that is. Now, we're going to do home middle. This is the middle section of the home page. So here you could do, I saw them here a minute ago, like your posts, recent posts. Those can go there in the middle, and you can have it show up to 5 at a time. You can choose whether or not to display the post and title. So you could do from the blog. Save. And then we're going to come over and refresh. It gives you the bar, and then you would have your blog posts here. And they could click on that. So again, you don't have to use these, and by removing them, it will just take it, it'll automatically default to the blog. But if you want to have a home page, you can customize it here. And then bottom left is going to be, oops, we're going to go to home. It would be down here. So you could do text, and with the text you can add media, so you could add a picture, you could add any text, you can have a title, so you could really have about, and you could have a picture here with some words. Let me see if we just have upload. I wish I just had some standard little stuff to add. I guess I can, just, add whatever you want there, and then cancel it. Type in words. I'll just put type in words here. Click save. And then we come over and you've got this here. Now it looks like you also have home bottom right. So again, same thing. You could do another text bar here. You could do this for whatever item that you're wanting to, I'm trying to think, from the shop. If you have something that way, click save. And there you go. So as you build these, and in this middle one, there are also ways that you can do a Genesis featured post instead of, because I think I just did recent posts. So let's delete this one and let's move in featured posts. And this is nice because you can actually customize this more from the blog, and you can have any of your categories and you can have it show one or two. It'd be easier to show this if you had content in here, but once you do, you can have it show the featured image that you put into the blog post and have it be whatever size. Can center it. I don't ever worry about Gravatar. That has to do with if you have your picture in there, totally up to you, but you can have it show maybe 3 posts at a time. And it's not going to show a whole lot because we just don't have the content here, but this is basically what it would look like, and it would show an image and show parts of that. So this is just kind of an idea of how you can set it up and customize it, and these colors can change back on the one section we looked at under customize and colors under accent color. So you can make that whatever color you want those to be, including white, and have this be text. So those are just some ideas, and get kind of the beginning part of the format and kind of the bones of your website. So I'm going to go ahead and end the video here, and I'll make a couple more videos that go more into depth, but hopefully this will be a good starting point for you.